Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to go over 9 Pokemon card products that you can actually afford. We all know it's holiday time at the moment. Well, it's coming up to Christmas. Money is getting tight. You know, there's so much things or so many things that we have to spend our money on. Gifts for other people, vacations, holidays, going to the in-laws, whatever it might be. Money's just tight altogether at the moment, but add in the pressures of Christmas makes it really, really difficult. So these are 9 products you can afford. They're all under 200 US dollars, and I'm going to rank them from 9 through to 1 as examples that I think are good investments at the moment to park your money into. Before we jump into the 9 though, I just wanted to give a shout out to today's sponsor, and that is the Shiny app. In case you don't have the Shiny app, I urge you to download it. If you do have it, please update it because there's always updates coming along. The way Shiny app works is really, really simple. You can add all your singles and all your sealed inventory inside the app. You can watch your sealed and singles price change. It resets multiple times a day across multiple different data sources to give you as an accurate price as possible on your sealed and singles. You can see the percentage changes, how much money you've made essentially as an investment. The great new feature now is you can filter by set. So when you're searching for something, you can filter by set. It'll have latest to oldest Pokemon card set, and then you can filter by price so you can see the top hits inside a set. It's a really, really good app. I use it to essentially look how much money I'm hopefully making off my Pokemon card investments. Anyway, let's jump into the video. Top 9. Let's start at number 9. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be the world's best investment, but at the moment, it's the second most expensive booster box you can buy out of all Pokemon booster boxes ever made, and that's Stellar Crown booster box. There is one a touch cheaper, which is, of course, Scarlet and Violet base set. I think, what's that going for now? Maybe 117, 121, somewhere around there, but this is 129. So a Stellar Crown booster box is $129. So if we look back across the whole history of Pokemon, this is the second cheapest booster box your money can buy at the moment. You're not going to get a Sword and Shield one cheaper. You're certainly not going to get a Sun and Moon one cheaper. It's only one cheaper, like I said, which is base set. So at $129, to get the second cheapest booster box money can possibly buy, I think is pretty good going. Now, look, I'm not saying this is going to be the world's best investment, Stellar Crown. The Terrapagos, though, I think for, the new gen fans will go down as a really nice chase card in the future, perhaps in, 10 or 15 years' time. You've also got, for the Gen 1 lovers, of course, the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur to match up with the Charmander promo from Obsidian Flames. So there's a few nice little chase cards illustration rare-wise in this set. Then you've got that nice special illustration rare as the big chase card. Is it as strong as sets like Twilight Masquerade or Surging Sparks? No, it's not. But you're paying way more for those booster boxes. So I think this is a good pickup at $129. Number 8 on the list is 151 Booster Bundle. Now, speaking of affordable prices, you can't get much more affordable than these. These are going for $62.50. Now, finding one might be the difficult part. We all know how hard 151 is to get your hands on at the moment. It is not, or any sealed product is not easy to come by. I've heard, they keep popping up at Costco down here in Australia. They keep popping up randomly at EB Games, but they just go like that. It's so hard to grab them. And they're like 50 Australian dollars when they pop up per booster bundle at EB Games. But what's that work out for you guys in the US? $32, $35 thereabouts, $32 to $35. So, 50 Australian dollars is so cheap at grabbing one. I think anything 151 will be an absolute stellar investment if you can get your hands on it. Number 7, Paldean Fates Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes are proving to be really good investments, particularly moving into the Scarlet and Violet era. In case you don't know, they now come with a stamped promo inside there. So that differs them. So it has this Pokemon Center stamped logo inside it. That differs them compared to a regular Elite Trainer Boxes promo. And I think, Paldean Fates is proving to be a pretty solid set, or even more than a solid set. The Bubble Mew is proving to be phenomenal. That Charizard, is proving to be strong. The Gardevoir is strong. You've got heaps of shinies to chase. And, a stamped Mimikyu promo. Look, it's not the world's most famous Pokemon or favorite Pokemon, but it's pretty solid. I like the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, and it's $111, so it's not going to break the bank there. Number 6. Now, this is a solid performer, the Charizard UPC, or in other words, the Sword and Shield Ultra Premium Collection with Charizard on the front. It's nearly crept up to $200, but it's still under. It's $185 US. And I think this is just going to be one of those performers that just slowly creeps up. I've been saying that for over 12 months now. that if you can buy it, just go ahead and buy it. Look, it's not going to go from like back when it was $100 US, it's not going to go from 100 to 200 in the space of 6 months. I've been saying that for the last 12 plus months. It's just something that'll just slowly creep up, and before you know it, it'll be a $300 US ultra premium collection before you can blink an eye. So I think that's a really, really strong investment as well. Now, speaking of booster boxes, number 5 on the list is Twilight Masquerade booster box. Now, look, Twilight Masquerade could, as could Stellar Crown, number 9 I mentioned, get another reprint. Both of them are well and truly inside the reprint period. So that could well happen. But at the moment, for $155, you're not going to get any Sword and Shield booster box cheaper. You've got Greninja to chase as the top chase card, which is still hovering around, I think, that $300 US mark. There's plenty of really nice illustration rares inside it. So, Twilight Masquerade plus some really nice trainers is a good pick-up, in my opinion, at $155, and it's not going to, again, break the bank there. Now, talking about not breaking the bank, number 4, this is the cheapest item on our list, Surging Sparks 3-pack blister with the Zapdos promo. Now, the promo is really, really important when it comes to a 3-pack blister. Like, if you look at Evolving Skies, the Umbreon is worth so much more than the other option that you've got in Evolving Skies there. And I think the same thing will happen here in Surging Sparks. The booster box is north of $200 now. And I wouldn't say it's getting out of hand, but it's certainly getting to that point, isn't it? So, people's attention will turn to a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box and an Elite Trainer Box, and eventually filter down to the 3-pack blisters to get their hands on some packs. So I think the Surging Sparks Zapdos promo won't be a bad option at $22. Number 3, speaking of booster boxes, Paldea Evolved booster box. The Magikarp just keeps going from strength to strength. Paldea Evolved has just copped a small reprint, and as a result, given it must be pushing 18 months old now. You're getting extremely close to it if it isn't. So, Paldea Evolved at the 18-month-old mark, the chances, given it's just had a reprint, the chances of it copying another one is, in my opinion, incredibly slim. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It could get another small restock or whatever it might be, but the chances of a massive reprint coming now from Paldea Evolved, in my opinion, with the lineup that we've got coming for 2025 new sets, just seems extremely unlikely. So we should see Paldea Evolved booster boxes start creeping up slowly. Now, moving into the top 2 on the list. Now, these are, in my opinion, probably the best place you can still park your money right now when it comes to booster boxes. Number 2 is Silver Tempest. Now, it either has or is just about to, based on stock levels, sell out from TCG Player. And at $174, sub $200 for a Sword and Shield booster box, look, yellow borders, the likelihood of this ever being reprinted, yes, it's still in competitive play, but it's got to be next to nothing, doesn't it? It must be, again, anything can happen, but it must be so close to never being touched again, and the likelihood is next to nothing. So at $174, look, it's not the best Sword and Shield set, and it's not the best Sword and Shield alt art / trainer gallery set. However, with Lugia on the box, Lugia as the main chase card, and a strong chase card too. That's not a cheap card raw. Plus, Rayquaza in the trainer gallery, and it's a solid enough set from the Sword and Shield era. I just think this booster box is going to go to that next level pretty soon. And number 1 on the list, this is probably what I think will go to the next level perhaps even quicker, even though the chase card from Silver Tempest is a touch stronger, and that's Astral Radiance. I've been talking about Astral Radiance for a little while. It's $181 US. So again, sub 200 you can pick it up for. I just feel, and me feeling something probably doesn't mean much, but I just feel it's a touch undervalued. Some of the cards inside there, the Origin Form Dialga and Palkia are better cards than they're priced at, in my opinion. I just feel they're undervalued. What else we got in there? The Beedrill, I feel, is a touch undervalued. The Hisuian Sneasler I feel is a touch undervalued. You've got a beautiful Starmie, which seems to ebb and flow with its prices with that trainer gallery with Misty on it. There's Garchomp in there as well, I think, isn't there? Yep. And Machamp, the main chase card, the alt art. I just think it's got more depth than people give it credit for, and some alt arts that just still feel a bit undervalued. And at $181, same thing, like the Charizard UPC, I think, at a blink of an eye, before we know it, these booster boxes will be pushing $250 before we know it. So there's my top 9, all affordable, all under $200 US. I'm Michael. This is PokeOz, and I'll catch everyone next time.